皆さんこんにちは、タッカーです。NBA 東京19通知やっていきます。今回でこの選手は終わりにします。まあ、あれだね、あれは勝ってないね、この辺は。ランクをしたい。で、今私はですね、シューティングガード、そして、センター、ポイントガードをあとパワーフォワード作っております。要するにスモールフォワード以外ですね、作っておりますね。ポイントガードいなくなっちゃったんだよでね、私のおすすめビルドがありますのでね、それは後でお話ししましょうか。試合終わった後覚えてたらな。
And there's certain to be some disappointment because of the injury to Avery Bradley.
Yeah, Kevin, you could tell when he went down in that last game, it just didn't look good. And now that news just kind of confirms our worst fears. He's going to have to watch from the sideline, and really, the timetable's still in doubt.
Just a devastating injury, to say the least. He is a big player for them, and they really can't afford to lose him right now.
And the Clippers starting five. Gallinari and Harris, your small and power forwards. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Steve, how about just getting along? I mean, obviously you want to win and play well, but what about teammates just getting along?
You know, Kevin, I love it because I think there's an expectation if you don't get along, you can't win. There are some teams who can see these two guys don't like each other, and they still win. But then the teams that have sustained for a long time is the teammates that get along. What you want to do is set, goals that's realistic. And if you can do that and obtain that, then you have pretty much a good team.
And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against the Bulls. AI passes to Gasol. Back to AI. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 6 points for AI. And we've seen it ever since he came into the NBA. AI's magnetism is something that few players have. Fans just can't help but cheer for him.
And AI has had star written on him since first getting that chance, and he's made the most of it every step of the way. Hard not to cheer for him as a neutral fan, given how hard this guy's worked to get here.
You don't see a lot of block shots from Harris, so enjoy that one.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Nice. Good.
They already got into a nice flow. 4 for 5 from the field.
And Beverly kicks to Gortat. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Now a chance to check out which rookies are the best of the best. Still in February, so there is a lot of season left to go. But this group, folks, has separated themselves in the race for Rookie of the Year. You look at AI all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
I will be surprised given how hard he's worked, how well he's produced. This is a guy you can build a team around.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
First quarter, you're really testing the defense, trying to find their weaknesses. Ooh, you know that's one he liked to have that. Point blank range, and he missed it.
Anderson against Gallinari. And Gasol sends it back.
Love how Gasol controls the court, always on the lookout to reject a shot.
Stolen by Anderson. Here's AI.
今のは解説しますと、こうやって左手で上げて左手で入れるというね。
Now here's Williams. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. Pass to Beverly. Harris against Millsap. Back to Beverly. 6 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
They sure got some breaks, but hey, they did a really awesome job turning those mistakes into gold at the other end.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Gasol. Dylan Brooks comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Sheldon Mack. And then for Los Angeles, Marjanovic checked in for Gortat. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Tobias Harris.
このね、縦が一番見やすいんですけどね。ただ縦でも奥行きが全然わからなくなるので、やりづらいという。本末転倒ですよ。一番見やすいものがないんで。
Team whose chemistry makes it more than the sum of its parts.
You know, you can have all the talent in the world, but it's hard to win if people aren't pulling in the same direction. They want to create the right environment and then...
一番見やすいのを欲しいけども。
Just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Gortat with the steal. That's tipped and stolen by AI. The big men are Green and Gasol. Sheldon Mack is out there with AI. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Marc Gasol probably never won any dunk contests, but he can still put you on a poster.
The pass to Gallinari. And that one is stuffed right through.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Bulls was terrific. He scored 34 points and was just as productive at the defensive end, coming up with a number of steals. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thanks, David, for another reminder of just what an unbelievable performance that was.
One that everyone's still talking about tonight. He dominated that game in just about every way possible.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what he's got in store for us tonight. Maybe he tops himself again. I think he just might do it.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. High post, Gortat, the 17-footer. Off the left rim and out. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Gasol's in the post. Gortat's there. The baseline J off the mark.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
Passes it to Beverly. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
You talk about a player who never backs down. Beverly unbothered by the good D.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Green. Harris is checked in for the Clippers. But when it comes to getting fans out of their seats, the crossover dribble does it every time. So fun to watch. Who are some of the best doing that, you think, Steve?
You know, Kyrie Irving, you know.
Yes.
Steph Curry, Chris Paul, John Wall, James Harden, Jamal Crawford. Those are the guys and names that just stand out. Those are the guys that make the Smitty's top 5 plays under the rim.
Irving's handle is just phenomenal, I think, don't you?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think he's the top of his class.
Mack, the pass to AI. Outside Millsap. Left side Anderson. Clock at 6. Goes up at the stripe and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Anderson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Suns.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
It's a field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
That's just 2 tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
この辺をね、改良してくれればね、いいゲ
ー
ムになると思うんだけどな。この辺が悪いからね、なかなかね。
Baseline try again, Los Angeles.
just a solid all-around jump shooter. Tobias working over that mid-range area.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Well, Steve, Tobias Harris with plenty of stops in his young NBA career so far. You wouldn't guess it, though, from his talent level.
Year after year, he advances his offensive arsenal. He's become one of the most dangerous scorers in the game.
Some changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Gasol. And Brooks subbed in for Anderson. The Clippers also making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Gortat. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Mike Scott. And Mbah-a-Moute comes in for Gallinari. Drills the three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
Not a natural shooter from distance, but Paul Millsap has improved with hard work.
And here is Harris. He's coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix. Over in the corner, Mbah-a-Moute off the mark and a bad shot there.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 9 at the line. And the first one at the line is good. Derek Favors checked in for the Grizzlies. Temple comes in for Mack. Here's Beverly. He's got 8. 32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Marjanovic, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there. 24 seconds left in the first half. Here's Temple, defended by Beverly. And Temple kicks to AI. Back to Temple, down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on the 13-footer. Temple's got 7 points.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from AI.
And we saw his work over the first 2 quarters, really pushing the action and consistently finding the open man.
You know, it's so fun to watch the leadership and making his teammates better.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Williams and Gallinari out on the perimeter. Harris and Gortat are up front, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Gallinari, and he drops it in from the low post. Gallinari's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Clippers. Here's AI. Good, and the nice assist from Mack. Mack's got 3 assists tonight.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Millsap against Gallinari. Kicks it to Gortat. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Memphis leading by 12. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap is an all-star forward whose dedication to the game is reflected in his year-to-year improvement. He said, the drive to the gym is where I find my peace, getting my mind prepared. I come with the mindset of getting better. It's gotten me this far. Kevin?
He is a true professional. David, thank you.
Just how they drew it up coming out of the half. 3 straight from the field.
Just rising up. Just a phenomenal finish.
What a ridiculous play there. He'll remember that one for a while.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Handbag, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Gortat with the steal. Here's Beverly. Misses off the right iron.
An uncontested look from mid-range. He typically drains that one.
2 points. That one goes. And that's 20 points for AI.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Knocked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Grizzlies.
And they've been avoiding those deep threes. They're capable of knocking those shots down from long range, but so far they've really been reluctant to let it fly from that free throw line extended three-point shot.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Caspi's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Scott's checked in, and the Clippers call time here. Steve, we know you're not going to become an official anytime soon, but is there a rule you would change in the NBA right now if you could?
Yeah, I look at the zone defense. I would love to go back where you're guarding your guy in some form or fashion. I know when I played, there was totally different rules about the legal defense. And it was basically imaginary line right straight down the middle. If you crossed that line, you had to go and double team somebody. I look at it right now, there's teams that are so good. They're just kind of playing zone. It's forcing us to see teams take more three-point shots.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
And it's Beverly missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And Matt kicks to Caspi. To the inside. AI. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Green, he's checked in for Memphis. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To the paint to stop the run, and slam dunk by Harris.
Nice timing on the pick and roll. Williams, a solid playmaker when asked to fill that role.
Outside Gasol. He kicks to Matt. Back to Gasol. From deep. Good, and a nice assist from Matt. Max got assist number 5 here tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Williams finds Harris. Back to Williams. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from AI.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. AI's got 27.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Looking to get it going. He lays it in. Williams has got 6.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game. Taking it up strong inside.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group. Derek Favors checked in for Gasol. Jackson comes in for Green. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Caspi. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Shelton Mack. The Clippers also changing it up. Marjanovic checked in for Gortat. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Mike Scott. And Mbamute comes in for Lou Williams. Clock at 2. Here's Brooks. Goes back up. And the layup by AI. He's got 29 points.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
And Lou Williams, not the biggest, not the most athletic, but Greggy finds ways to score.
Yeah, you know, whether he's creating space or creating contact, very few play that cat and mouse game better than Lou Williams.
And the rejection by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
Here's AI, and AI throws it down.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Like a fierce two-hander. There's 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Mbamute can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. No good from outside. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And that one's good by Favors.
Favors can really hurt you from inside the paint. If he gets the ball in a good spot, he has the size and length needed to bury the shot.
Now here's Beverly. He's got 8.
そこにパス来るだろうなと。
Pass to Marjanovic. Over Favors. And the miss. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Grizzlies just dominating this one. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where...
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jackson. Kyle Anderson comes in for Brooks. AI is checked in for Garrett Temple. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Andrew Harrison. The Clippers also changing it up. Tobias Harris is checked in for Johnson. Gallinari comes in for Sindarius Thornwell. And it's Williams in for Gilgeous Alexander. They've got AI. Paul Millsap out there with Anderson. Then it's Shelvin Mack. And it's Favors in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Over to the left wing. AI. The three-pointer no good. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Williams scanning the floor. When it comes to flagrant fouls, do you think that the difference, Steve, between flagrant 1 and flagrant 2 is being called correctly for the most part?
I do, Kevin. I think we always have gray areas, and when you start to look at rules, but for the most part, I think they're getting a flagrant 1 and a flagrant 2. I think they're getting it right.
Yeah, easy call.
First one falls for him. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Gortat's checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly comes in for Mbaamuta. Harris outside. And the pass to Gortat. On the wing, Williams. Back to Gortat. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. That's 10 points for Marcin Gortat.
Though he has a score-first mindset, Williams not a bad setup, man.
AI passes to Gasol. Nails the baby hook. And the Grizzlies lead by 21.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Harris. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Millsap.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Shelvin Mack does a great job playing within his team's offensive schemes. A guy who has the complete trust of his teammates.
Outside Williams. Passes it to Harris. We know a lot of NBA players take how they've been rated in a video game, Steve, personally. You've made digital appearances during your career. Did you ever have any issues with the rating?
No, I didn't. And I think now these players grew up in this generation with video games. So, yes, they take it personally. They understand. Yes, and they're playing these games while they're in the NBA. So a lot of them, just like when the media is all over them, they want to have a say-so on how good they are, even in a video game.
And it's Beverly missing.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
What I love is he takes the right angle, affects the shot without fouling.
Pass to Gallinari. Back to Beverly. Down low. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Beverly. 9 points for Gallinari.
And no knock on the defense. That's Gallinari imposing his will inside.
And the shot goes down.
And a high percentage look there. And he takes full advantage. Bumps up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there. Not a lot of solutions.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And all around.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying.
じゃあこの選手はここまでだ。で、私のビルドがおすすめビルドね。ちゃんと覚えてますから。マイクロウェーブは本当半分の3万でいいと思うけどね、条件。で、まずはプライマリーがシュートメーカー、そして、セカンダリーがドライブ&フィニッシュの、ポイントガードまたはシューティングガード。まあシューティングガードの方がおすすめですね。どっちかっていうと。で、そうすると、身長とウイングスパンを調整するとですね、ドライブダンクが85、最大でね、最大でドライブダンク85、スリーポイントが、オープンからが80、ボールハンドリングが86いくんですね、これが。調整するとね。なんで、コンタクトダンク、あと多分だけど、スピードブースト、そしてスリーポイントというね、インアウト両方できるというね、選手が誕生します。もう一回言いますね。プライマリーがシュートメーカー、そしてセカンダリーがドライブ&フィニッシュですね。まあこれやっちゃうと腕短くなって、で、あとは身長もね、結構小さくなるんですけどもね。まあスリーポイントに固執しなければそんなに腕は変えなくてもいいんですけどね。あと身長もかな。身長をちょっと下げる必要があるかもしれない。どっちかはね。まあそんなところですね。では次もお楽しみに。またね。